Hey everyone! Have you ever wondered what would happen if we suddenly stopped buying things just because we like them? Would the economy crash? Or if we set a waiting period before making any purchase, would small businesses struggle? And if we made saving money a priority, would we still be able to enjoy life's pleasures? Those were some of the comments I received on my last video, a rather passionate critique of the no-buy challenge. And it got me thinking. So what does frugal really mean to you? Are frugal people just misers, always pinching pennies and missing out on all the fun? There seems to be an unspoken but widely accepted belief. If you're frugal, you must be living a miserable life, constantly counting every cent, missing out on all the good things in the world. That's absurd. So, what is frugal? Really? Let's break it down. By definition, frugal means being mindful in the use of money or resources. And cheapskate? That's someone who is stingy, always trying to avoid paying their fair share. See? Two completely different people, making two completely different choices. Just hearing the definitions made it clear to me. What about you? You've probably met a real cheapskate before, or at least seen one on TV, right? So, just because you live a frugal lifestyle doesn't mean you're a cheapskate. It's absolutely possible to be mindful of our money while still enjoying life. So, where's the key? The secret comes down to three things: priorities, planning, and focus. Prioritize what truly matters, plan your spending wisely, and stay focused on your financial goals. Because the reality is, Americans are carrying a record amount of debt. 77% of households owe money to someone. And here's another hard truth. 8 out of 10 people experience financial stress. This isn't just an opinion, it's backed by real statistics. And the result? If you're in debt, you're stressed. I completely agree with that. When we were in debt, we felt overwhelmed. But now that we're free from car loan payments and credit card debt, the stress is gone. And it wasn't just the payments that were weighing us down. It was the extra hours we had to work just to pay for things we barely even remembered buying. We've been debt-free for over a year now. The economy hasn't crashed, small businesses are doing just fine, and I'm still enjoying my life. We're still experiencing the pleasures of life. So today, I want to share 5 practical steps you can take right now to change your spending habits and embrace a frugal lifestyle. These aren't drastic changes, just small shifts in mindset and daily habits. These adjustments will help you pay off debt, gain more free time, grow your savings, and most importantly, reduce stress. And the best part? You can start today. Most of us have become accustomed to a certain way of living and spending, regardless of our financial situation. We want things to be easy and convenient. With the rise of technology, shopping, food delivery, and entertainment apps have made us more indulgent over time. Maybe we've become a little spoiled, don't you think? Maybe that's a topic for another video. But we can absolutely take a step back and say, hey, this lifestyle isn't working for me anymore. I can't keep spending like this. You can make that change. And let's begin with step number 1. Chapter 1. Allow yourself to feel the need. You know, I'm not saying want, but need. This distinction is more important than you think. Don't let fleeting impulses dictate your actions. Don't just see and buy immediately. Recently, my husband and I were talking about how we've completely moved away from the see and buy mentality. Let me give you an example. While decorating for Christmas, I set out a beautiful vintage candy dish. I thought, I need to get some candy. So I added it to the shopping list. We also have a ceramic Christmas tree, but when we tried to turn it on, we realized it needed C batteries. So we added C batteries to the list. The plan was to buy both items during our next trip to the supermarket. Before, we would have already ordered both from Amazon. Candy, batteries, add to cart, click buy, done. No list, no waiting. Just a passing thought, followed by an instant purchase. And it felt like an achievement. We would tell ourselves, great, they'll arrive tomorrow, and everything will be perfect. I'm running the household so well. At the time, I was justifying every purchase. But now, things are different. Since we added those 2 items to our list, we've been to the supermarket a few times, and neither of them was a priority. 2 weeks have passed, and we still haven't bought the candy or the batteries. You might think, oh no, they're depriving themselves of small joys. They must be crazy. I would never do that to myself. It's only $15. But are we depriving ourselves? Or are we simply letting those small desires fade in favor of bigger priorities? Like visiting our granddaughter who lives far away, or staying calm when a nail punctures our tire because we have an emergency fund. All we had to do was wait. I really wanted that candy when I first placed the dish down. My husband really wanted the Christmas tree to light up. But after letting those desires cool down, we realized we didn't actually need them. And it's not just about $15, it's much more. These were just two small examples, but this is how it starts for you too. One decision saves you $5, another saves you $10. Give yourself a waiting period before making any purchase, especially those small, seemingly harmless ones. They're the sneaky expenses that quietly add up on your bills. Let the feeling of need settle before you spend your money. 2. New to you. Before buying anything new. Before rushing out to buy anything new, take a moment to pause. I mean anything, even the smallest things. Let's start with your home. Does your living space feel a bit dull, outdated, or even messy? There are so many things you can do before spending thousands of dollars on new furniture. My mom used to rearrange the furniture in our house. Every time she did that, we were thrilled. It felt like we were living in a completely new home, and she didn't spend a single dime. You can do the same by swapping decorations between rooms. You can use sofa covers, visit an upholstery shop to refresh old furniture, or hire a furniture cleaning service. You can also replace cabinet and drawer handles, paint the walls, floors, or furniture. Recently, we wanted to redesign our backyard. We sold our old furniture on Facebook Marketplace, then used that money to buy new furniture, also from Facebook Marketplace. We repainted and reupholstered the seats. After that, we painted the floor. And now, our backyard looks completely new. And no matter when you're watching this video, the following sentence will always be true. You've surely heard about a new iPhone, right? It feels like everyone already knows that the new iPhones usually have barely any differences compared to the old versions. Even if there are upgrades, they're just minor details like a slightly bigger screen or a longer battery life. These are things we can definitely live without. So, what can you do instead of buying a new phone? Get a new phone case, change the wallpaper, remove your old screen protector, and replace it with a fresh one. With just these 3 small changes, your expensive phone will feel brand new. Do this for the whole family. Everyone will be happy. You just updated your phone yourself, and now it feels new to you again. You just saved a fortune. And as you can see, this tip is still about waiting a bit, avoiding debt for instant gratification, and finding ways to make what you already own feel new again. Or you can sell what you no longer use and put that money towards something new. Go on YouTube and search for tutorials on how to repair and refresh anything. Everything is on there. See what you can do before you actually buy something new. 3. Don't be afraid of change. Phones don't just cost us money when we buy them, but also with the services that come with them. So change it. I know it's easier said than done, but I actually switched my phone service provider in September. Changing providers can be intimidating, especially when there's no physical store to visit. You worry, what if something goes wrong? Is their service any good? But I'm so glad I didn't let those fears stop me. Because now, we only pay 1/4 of what we used to. We save 75% on our phone plan. I know, Verizon used to cost us $250 a month for 4 lines. Now, I only pay $720 for the entire year. That's a savings of $2,280. Don't be afraid of change. Do your research. The carrier I'm using is Mint Mobile. You can scan the QR code on the screen to check out their offers. Trust me, it's worth looking into. And while you're at it, consider other services too. Car insurance, home insurance, streaming subscriptions, gym memberships, hair salons, lawn care, pool maintenance, and cleaning services. Don't feel like you're stuck with one provider just because you've been using them for years. New companies emerge all the time, prices change, and policies get updated. So find out if you're getting the best deal. If not, try another provider. Change is good. 4. Learn to say no. Say it with me. We don't always have to say yes. If your answer to someone's request isn't a resounding yes, then the answer is no. What happens when you always say yes? You'll waste time, effort, and money. Do you remember the times when you went shopping without a list or ordered takeout when you were too tired? or those last-minute decisions that make you spend more money, all of these things happen because you feel pressured by time. So, prioritize your family and your needs. Take the time to focus on what really matters. And when you do say yes, it will be a much more pleasant experience for everyone. I've already made a video about this topic. If you feel like you're doing things you don't want to do, being around people you don't like, and spending money you don't have, you should definitely check out that video. Number 5. Try using cash. What? Use cash? Shoppers spend up to 4 times more when they use a card than when they use cash. Why? Because our brain thinks we are winning when we use a card. When we hand the item to the cashier, tap our card, or use Apple Pay, the cashier gives us the item back, and the card never leaves our hand. The brain doesn't get the feeling of bought, paid for. But when we pay with cash, we hand the cash to the cashier. The cashier keeps the money, and you take the item. The money doesn't come back to you. You might not think this is a big deal, but your brain doesn't agree. The brain gets the feeling of bought, paid for. As a result, the average purchase with cash is $22, while the average purchase with a card is $12. Perhaps some of you watching this video have never used cash to buy anything. I challenge you to try this for 30 days. Withdraw enough cash for a week's spending and see how it feels when you hand over the money to someone. It will hurt. And maybe, just maybe, you'll change some of your spending habits after that month. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button so more people can see it. Leave a comment below and let me know which tip you'll start with. I hope you'll try them all, but feel free to tell me which one you like the most. And with all the money you save from your new frugal lifestyle, maybe you'll want to pay your bills a month ahead. Click on this video and I'll walk you through the process step by step. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my other exciting videos. Thank you for watching.